respected seniors and dear friends. Today I am going to talk about something very basic of ultrasound guided axillary brachial plexus block. As we all know, axillary brachial plexus block is a very basic block. We were giving it with landmark guided technique. We are giving with PNS guided technique, and nowadays we are giving it with ultrasound guided technique. Little bit of about anatomy. This is where we give axillary block. V blocks radial nerve, ulnar nerve, median nerve, and musculocutaneous nerve around axillary artery in axilla. S- This block is given for surgeries of forearm and wrist and hand. As I said, indications are forearm surgery, hand surgery. We can give it with a landmark guided technique. It is very easy. Palpate the artery, insert the needle above artery and below artery in the axillary fascia and inject the drug. PNS guided technique, we require many pokes to look at different nerves, because after injecting local anesthetic for single nerve, it becomes sometimes difficult to locate other nerves with PNS guided technique. And with both this technique, we require larger volume. Why ultrasound? As you can see here, there is many type of anatomical variation regarding location of these nerves surrounding this artery. You can see here, this is axillary artery, this is median nerve, ulnar nerve, radial nerve. Here musculocutaneous nerve is lying between biceps and coracobrachialis, but you can see here nerve is lying near the musculocutaneous nerve is lying near the artery. So in some patients you will find all the nerves on the one side of the artery. In some patient you will find multiple artery, multiple veins, and nerves lying somewhere in between. So there are many anatomical variation. Most common type is, this is artery. You will find ulnar nerve somewhere between 1 and 2, a radial nerve between 3 and 5, and median nerve at 10 to 11 o'clock position. But these are the variations. So there are many anatomical variation, and you can find this variation with ultrasound guided technique, and you can block this all this nerve with only 4 to 5 ml of local anesthetic. For scanning for ultrasound guided axillary nerve block, we have to keep the shoulder in the abducted position with elbow in the flexion. You can see here I have positioned the patient for the block. Blo- my high frequency ultrasound probe is lying in the axillary crease, just below the axillary crease, and I will try to find the artery, and surrounding that artery I will find to catch the nerves. Here how I am locating the musculocutaneous nerve. This is the bone, this is the humerus bone, and this is the musculocutaneous nerve lying between the brachialis and coracobrachialis muscle. My needle is coming from lateral side of the patient, and I will inject 3 to 4 ml of local anesthetic surrounding musculocutaneous nerve. Musculocutaneous nerve is nicely surrounded by the local anesthetic agent, and it supplies lateral part of the cutaneous supply of this nerve is lateral part of the forearm. So it is very important to block this nerve for getting complete block for forearm surgeries. Next nerve is radial nerve. This is the artery, and this is the radial nerve. Radial nerve is lying here. You can see it is lying somewhere in the 5 to 6 o'clock position. I am looking from the other side, so it is 5 to 6 o'clock position. Here somewhere will be ulnar nerve, and this is the median nerve. So my needle will coming from lateral side. This needle is approaching the nerve. First I will inject below the radial nerve, so that artery get pushed upward. If I inject somewhere above here, then artery will go deeper, and I want to go more deep to find the radial nerve. So my needle is approaching the radial nerve, and I will inject local anesthetic surrounding the radial nerve. Right now I am in the muscle. My needle is coming. My target area is this, and I have reached somewhere there. So I'm injecting some local anesthetic here. You can see now radial nerve is getting separated. In this slide you can see this is radial nerve, there is drug surrounding it, and this is the median nerve. So there is some drug around median nerve. That's why if we inject a large amount of local anesthetic, even with single injection we can get axillary block, which can block radial, median and ulnar nerve. So I have injected surround. The radial nerve is nicely separated. It's a very big nerve in this patient. This is about median nerve. Now I have come outside and this is the median nerve. My needle is coming from here. With a single prick you can block all this nerve. So you have to manipulate the needle and you will block all the nerve with single prick. So now I'm injecting the drug surrounding the median nerve. So median nerve is surrounded by local anesthetic agent, and last but not least ulnar nerve. For that I will have to cross the artery because I am coming from lateral side. I will go medially. This is the ulnar nerve, and I will inject some local anesthetic here, 4 to 5 ml of local anesthetics. That is enough for this blocking ulnar nerve. So here you can see I am injecting my drug to surrounding the ulnar nerve. So we have blocked musculocutaneous nerve, then radial nerve, then median nerve, and now I am blocking the ulnar nerve. So we have blocked all four nerves. This patient was for AV fistula in the end-stage renal disease patient. This surgery was done under a local anesthetic agent only, and the total volume of the local anesthetic required was 20 ml of 0.5% ropivacaine. That is all which was required for to get a good block. Thank you for attention.